Welcome to my channel Boomzippy Beauty. My name is Juliana and you are highly welcome to today's video. If you are new here, I'm glad to have you, and if you are returning, thank you for tuning back into my video. In today's video we're going to be playing with the Klarity Cosmetics Carnival Palette, and this is what the inside of the palette looks like, and this is definitely right up my alley. I have already swatched this palette, so I'm not going to be doing any swatches in this video. I'm just going to be demoing these two looks I've got on my eyelid. So if you'd like to know how this palette performs and you want to see the demo of the look I've got on my eye, then please keep on watching. I'm going to be doing two looks using this palette just so I can experience the full performance of the palette. So if possible, I'll be using every color in the palette. So let's start with this eye. Alright, this is my first time of using Klarity Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. So what I'm going to do is to start with the darker shades first. I'm going to do pinkish look on this side and blue-green look on this other side. So I'm going with this purple on my lower lid, on my outer lower lid. Then I'm going to go with the orange for the front part of my lid. And then the orange from the front part of my lid. Then blending it gently with that wine shade. Back to the wine, just making sure there is a seamless blend between the two. I'm going into the wine, and with this big slanted brush, I'm going to put that all over my lid. I'm not sure if I want a round shape today or to wing it out. I think I might just wing it out a little bit. Yeah, maybe like that. And then turning my brush upside down, I'm just going to start to gently bring that shade onto my crease. So I'm not adding any more shadow, I'm just using what's already left on the brush. I'm now going into this pink shade. I'm going to put that in my inner lid. So just gently patting that down to blend them with the wine shade. This shade is called Soccer Passion, so I'm just merging it with the wine. I'm also bringing that pink into the very inner part of my lid. I'm also going to use the pink to blend the edges of the wine shade. And I'm bringing it down to blend my lower lid. I think that's it for the matte on this eye. It's quite simple. Well, 3 shades. Yeah, that's as far as I want to go on the matte, and I'm just going to apply shimmers now. I didn't realize I wasn't recording, but this is the shade I went for, this wine shade all over my lid, which I thought wasn't dark enough, and I was right, because it's more reddish and my matte is wine. So just putting that all over my lid, avoiding the innermost part of my lid. And I'm just going to use my fingers to blend especially the edges. I'm still going to use my matte to kind of blend it better, but for now. So that's what that red shimmer looks like. And now going back into that pink and then blending the edges of the shimmer into the matte. For the inner part of my lid, I am going into this white shade And I'm going to spray this. I didn't spray the red shimmer, but I have a feeling this one might have fallout. So putting that on the lower part of my lid, and I'm also going to do the same for the top inner part. And I'm going to merge it with the red. Going back to the red shimmer, I'm going to bring it back right here. I didn't want the white to be too prominent on the front part of my lid. Well, apart from the tear duct. Alright, I think that's it for this eye for now, and I'm going to move on to the next one. Like I said earlier, this eye is going to be the blue and green one. So I'm starting with that shade, that blue, on my lower lid, and I'm going to put this one on the outer edge of my lower lid. So starting with the shade called Rum Punch, I'm putting that in the innermost part of my lid. And I flipped it over to pick up the shade called Duty Wine, and that's going on the outer part of my lid. These shades are really pigmented, and that blue has a fallout, so just so you know. Alright, blending the two blues together where they meet. Taking that blue shade on the outer part of my lid, well, on the majority of my lid really. Yeah, definitely got a lot of fallout. I'm just stamping it on really, especially with the fallout. Using that same brush, I'm taking it higher into my crease, but not adding any other color, so that it can blend out. Now for the inner part of my lid, I'm going in with that light blue shade I put on my lower lid. I'm just putting that right there on in the upper part of my front lid. That blue is really soft, so it's just kind of laying down beautifully. It's a different texture to the darker blue on the outer edge. This one is really soft. That's one thing I've found out about Clarity's matte. Some are very smooth and some are very coarse. When I did the swatch video, yeah, that's what I found out. Same thing with the shimmers. Some of the shimmers are very silky and some are just, yeah, not as silky. Going back into the darker blue, I'm just gonna merge these two shades together. Now again, this is as far as I'm taking the matte, so I'm going to apply my shimmer and I'll be right back. I already put the white on the inner part of my lid, which is exactly what I did for this eye, which again I didn't realize I wasn't recording. But moving on, I'm going to put this blue all over my lid just like I have on this eye. Again, I think this is quite light for the matte, but I'm just going to apply it anyway. And I didn't spray the blue. So far so good. The only shimmer I've sprayed is the white, so which is a good thing actually. I like shimmers that I can apply without having to spray my brush just because of fallout. Okay, using my fingers, I picked up that blue shade and I'm going to use my fingers to kind of furthermore blend into my lid and to seal in the shimmer. Now going back into that blue matte, I am now going to blend the matte into the shimmer. Just continue to stamp and using the method to kind of blend the matte and shimmer together. Yeah, I think I like the way the matte blended into the shimmer, so I'm gonna leave that there. I kind of feel this eye is bland, so I'm gonna try and possibly use another color. I'm going with that shade, that's green. I'm just gonna put as an in-betweener between my matte and my shimmer. It's really just somewhere here. I think it's looking better. Yeah, definitely. I prefer it this way than when it was just blue. And then just finally going into the blue matte and blending it into the green shimmer again. And then just going back into the blue, making sure that the green hasn't overwritten the blue. Yeah, and just until I get a perfect blend, which is about now. I think I'm satisfied with the eyeshadow application, so I'm going to apply my liner, mascara and lashes, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back with the completed look. The only thing I did change, I put the white in my inner tear duct. I pulled it across my lid, like right there. So for both eyes, just to give it some extra touch. I just felt like the look was bland, perhaps because I didn't mix colors too much, because I was trying to see what the formula of the shadows are, so I didn't really want to do too much on the eye, but I had to use that white just to kind of like jazz it up really. So bringing you closer, this is the look up close. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I've already swatched the palette, so today is not a day to swatch anything, but I'm gonna give you my thoughts on the palette. So for me, I find that the formulas in this palette are quite different. With the mattes, like I mentioned when I was using the blue felt slightly drier compared to the orange or the pink. They were very silky, especially the blue here. It was really silky, and it was so much easy to blend on the eyes. In fact, it needed minimal effort, whereas with these drier ones, you are better off stamping rather than kind of blending. I'm not sure how a shade like this will kind of perform if you're trying to blend it too much, basically. I mean, the way I apply my shadows, I stamp really rather than swiping motion, because I find that just works for any palette, so that way I don't have to second guess any palette. But definitely this particular one, it was drier than the other mattes. With the shimmers, I find them mostly consistent. Some of them are more gritty, glitter-ish if you like the white ones. It's got more punch, like almost like in between a shimmer and glitter, which I love. And then you've got the silky smooth shimmers like this blondish one, this green one, the red one. They were very silky. Even the blue one is silky and very soft. But as far as I'm concerned, I love the formulas of all the shimmers, and I like the fact that they are not the same. You know, I like the fact that some just melt on the lid. I like them to be different formulas. I mean, I would rather the shimmers of different formulas than the matte. I prefer mattes to be consistent, but I don't mind when shimmers are of different texture and different finishes. Well, that's my preference anyway. But overall, I love the palette. I mean, I didn't get patchiness. Again, like I said, the way I apply my shadows is quite different. I didn't get any patchiness, but at the same time, I didn't want to do anything overboard because it was the first time I was trying the Klarity Cosmetics formula. If I do use the palette again, then I'm going to venture out into mixing colors and, you know, 4 shades, 5 shades on one eyelid. As it is, I used them 9 shades today out of the 12. So the only shades I didn't use are the yellow, this green right here, and this brownish blonde shade. So 1, 2, 3. Those are the only shades I didn't use today. I think that's pretty much good for a first attempt. Using 9 out of 12 shades, I think that's pretty much good. And I think I kind of get a feel for this palette. Along with swatching it as well, I know how each and every shade in this palette performs. So overall, did I like it? Definitely, I love the palette. I understand some people might be intimidated with the colors. And I mean, like I showed you today, you don't have to combine all the colors all at once. You can use 1 or 2 shades for matte and then put a shimmer on top of it. Like with this eye, I only used 2 mattes, and then I put 1 shimmer on the lid and 1 on the inner tear duct, and I was done. And I could have left it with the shade on my outer corner rather than mixing it. You could have just been 1 shade, 1 shimmer, and you're done. So there isn't really any reason to be intimidated by colorful palettes like this. I mean, you can just take it 1 shade at a time, 2 shades at a time, and you know, come up with nice beautiful looks. Alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed the demo of this look. If you have, please like this video, share it, and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, I'll see you.